Alright, we're out here at the Glenpool. They haven't officially opened yet, but this is hole one. The basket's uphill right there. Should be a par 3. We're going to throw a hex at it. Definitely have to get it up being uphill like that. And I tell you, this is a uphill. This is uphill. I'm not sure if it's shown on camera, but it's just straight up. This is where we landed. All right, tap out, par. Landed out here. There's that downhill. Then we go to hole number 2 over here. This is a tricky hole. Over here is a big drop off, so you don't want to go left. The basket's over there, tucked to the right of that path, where we're over here. So we either got to hit that gap over there, or just try to throw something straight at it with a little bit of turn. If you had a forehand, it'd be perfect. I don't have that. So we'll throw a flippy crave at it. Hit the first available. That might be lost. It kicked off that tree, went way down there. This guy scared the shit out of me. Hi, turtle, turtle. Actually, we weren't too far off. So we got a little upshot. All right, hole 3. We're right up the hill again. Straight gap. We're gonna throw the relay at it. Kick a little left. We're over here. Got a clear look at the basket, kind of small window. Made a good run at it. First reactions, it's very, very hilly. Very. The first 3, I'm thinking that's the way to the number 4. Got a pond over there. Here's the tee pad for number 4. I don't see the basket. I'm assuming it's down there. We'll find out. I just looked on the map, and it's a dog leg to the right. I got a good kick. She's down there. This is where we landed. Got a clean up shot to the basket. Go in. Actually, I left a little bit more meat on the bones than I thought. There we go. All right, here's hole number 5. Straight shot. We'll throw the orbital at it. Yeah, that'll work. We'll throw a watt. Probably should have thrown a Luna. Yep. Oh, a little long. Oh. Well, we took a 4 on this one. I'm assuming it's a par 3. U-disc isn't updated yet. Here's hole 7. No, hole 6. So there to the right, you got a line of trees. Here's the tee pad. So I'm gonna throw something flippy again at it. I went too tight. She stayed out. All right, we ended up with a 4 on that one. If everything so far has been a par 3, we bogeyed 3 of them through 7. So here's hole number 8. Basket's right there. My phone got too hot on that tee box throw. So this is where we land, a little bit left of the basket, but we got a clear look at her. And we miss it. All right, here should be hole 8. You can see it peeking through the little windows over there. I wish I had a rangefinder because I have no idea how far these things are, but I'm gonna throw the trail at it. My first shot got clipped out, so I'm gonna do it again with the same disc. Same bit of trees, almost the same exact shot, so you guys didn't miss anything on the first shot. All these low-hanging trees and limbs really make it difficult to hit the line. Here's where my first one landed. My second one landed just 10 feet up there. There's our second shot coming up. Oh, we hit the basket. Just got a little tap in for par. All right, little tap in. All right, so this is hole number 9, tucked in over there to the right. Here's our tee pad. You can't even see that basket. So this has to be a par 4 or a par 5. But we'll just go for something straight, get a little landing zone, and then another full send to get to the basket. We'll do the trail. Kick to the left. All right, we can find that. This is where we landed. I guess this could be considered a par 3, to be honest with you. It looked further from the tee pad, but once I get closer, even though I hit a tree early, it could still be considered a 3, so I'll count it as a 3. Oh! All right, as a front 9, we shot a +4 to this point. My opinion of the front 9 so far is that it's very technical, and if you have a good forehand, I think it'll be really good for you. Pretty hilly. Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. All right, check out this tee pad. It's a circular one, and our baskets over there. They're all these pillars, these wood pillars. So we'll throw something high, maybe a hyzer line right there, dump down over there. Not a good shot. All right, here Here's hole 11, tunnel shot, a relay. All right, we're in there. Here right to the edge of the opening. That worked. All right, hole 12. You have a gap there, basket's right there, and you have a forehand gap there. We don't have a forehand, so we're going through that gap. Go on the trail. And I'll tell you what, we'll throw Destroyer at it. Ooh, big skip. Here's the basket. This is where we came from. Big skip right there, landed over here. All right, hole number 13. Down there, straight ahead. Tight gap. I'll probably go this gap over here. She made it through. He's right there in the woods. There's the basket. Here's hole 14. Tunnel shot straight down to the basket. Well, ironically, one of my best shots, this is actually the basket for 17, not 14. So, look, we landed right there. Our first birdie attempt, really. Got ourselves another little turtle. Turtle, turtle, turtle. All right, here's actual hole 14. Similar to another hole that we just did. Dog leg to the left behind those trees. So we'll throw a fireball. No, we're gonna throw a deflector. Oops. Deflector. All right, we're up there, long putt though. All right, we're left with this 4-putt. Got a tree in our way. Oh, almost. All right, hole 15, dog leg to the right. We're just gonna go straight at it with the hex and then chip up after that. Nope. Shit. Shit, shit, shit. All right, guys, I lost my hex over here on this hole. So if you find it, give me a call. Nothing sucks more than losing a brand new disc. So here's hole 16. Here's our tee shot. Not too bad. Now we're playing hole 17. Alright, hole 18. It's a dog leg to the right. We're gonna hit it with the crave again. We're in the middle. We'll just take another shot at it. We'll do the time lapse. Oh, that was pretty. Even though this thing hit trees, it still has an upshot. The time lapse ended up hitting that tree, which it would have been perfect if it didn't hit that tree. All right, final review. I love the course. I think it was great. They had a lot of tight lines in it. Sure, you know, I could use some T signs, but it was fairly easy to navigate, not too bad. I love how close it is to my house. That makes it an A+ in my book. I've definitely come out here again. But at the very beginning, I will say the first 3 holes going uphill, that was a little tough. And then filming and trying to play at the same time is always an obstacle for me. So I struggle a little bit. But overall, I give this an A+, dude. Come out, give it a shot. I know it's not technically open to the public because of the parking lot, but they want people to play from what I hear. So you'll see me out here again. And remember, if you're on hole 15 and you find a hex, give me a holler. All right, thanks.